머리 비비. 이 집이 뭐라고 써있어요, 그?
판다고요?
뭘 판다고?
저 집에 excuse me.
집 판다고? Sorry.
Candy.
이건 올드원이구나.
들어봐 한번.
Even as Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, he could
잠깐만.
do it so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, here lived a great street sweeper.
그래도 여기 그 스피커 여기 있으니까.
Icona has made this possible by revealing the secrets to transformative thinking, accelerated learning, and concrete results. If you want to spark new enthusiasm into your leadership team, if you want to experience geometric growth in your business,
소리 들리는 건데.
show you how. Visit Icona Retreats, Avalon, Diamond Beach, or Cape May. ICONA means business. Icona means business.com.
A bill that would overturn Philadelphia's workers' sick leave ordinance and other local employer mandates statewide cleared a state House committee this morning. But opponents may be saved by the bell. For time running out on the legislature's two-year session, as we hear from KWW Harrisburg Bureau Chief Tony Romeo.
The House Labor and Industry
대매끈 이기가 안 되고 해는. 이기가 안 되니까요. 아, 그거 대매끈 이기가 안 되니까요. 또 selfish.
The bill would prohibit local governments from imposing mandates on private employers and would roll back those that have been enacted since January of 2015. In Harrisburg, Tony Romeo, KYW News Radio.
SiriusXM has announced it will buy music streaming Pandora.
The $3.5 billion deal will merge SiriusXM's 36 million subscribers with Pandora's 70 million monthly active users, creating a tougher competitor to Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, and even Jay-Z's titles. SiriusXM made a serious investment into Pandora last year, buying up 19% of its stock for nearly $500 million, and this morning announced it's focused on a full purchase. Both boards of Pandora and SiriusXM have approved. It still needs approval, though, by Pandora shareholders. Jim Root, Los Angeles.
Sure, think in a minute.
Still drying out from that rainy, wet summer? Take $50 off any Horizon Services plumbing repair and fix that sump pump toilet or water heater for less in September. Sluggish rain slowing down your home. Horizon clears it fast for just $99. Their expert plumbers are standing by 24/7 to tackle all your plumbing emergencies, including nights, weekends, and holidays with no emergency fees. Book before September 30th and mention Ed Abrams when you call 800-999-1995 or horizonservices.com.
There's a time and a place for black and white, like when you're learning to play piano, or when you want a big two-toned cookie, or when shopping for a pet zebra. But if you want to attract customers, there's no need for black and white. So go to Staples. Staples specializes in bold, hard-to-miss color printing. And now at Staples, get 20% back in rewards on color printing. From banners to brochures and copies to presentations. Print more color, save more money.
사람들은 이제서 기성인데 다 기계겠는데. 왜 기성기를 이제 가야 다 이제 다 기경기를 이제 잡고.
Michelle, it's 5:42. A lot of people trying to leave the city, so boko traffic time and energy-saving road is unlike an Hilly Drive. When it's rain, especially on the outbound side, take advantage of it. Better option than go to the Schuylkill Expressway. You can save time and energy by going to pico.com/smart ideas. Now, the problem on 95 north of Delaware County was a police escort that was blocking traffic northbound near 452 Market Street. That escort is on the move, traveling north around the Blue Creek area or so at the moment. So traffic is moving again northbound 95 in Delaware County. It was at a standstill in Delaware, and now that volume is starting to break up. So still a little bit slow, but again, everything is rolling again. But that escort is traveling north towards Philadelphia on 95. Now the rest of 95 northbound over the Gerard Point Bridge, a little bit slow with traffic volume, and then again it's sluggish right around the Ben Franklin Bridge. Southbound 95 a little slow in Delaware County from 420 to the approach to the Blue Route. Blue Route south is generally slow from Villanova St. David's to Route 1. The northbound side is jammed from 95 to McNeil Boulevard. A little slower right as you approach the toll plaza through the mid-county tolls for the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Eastbound Schuylkill Expressway still busy from 202 to Belmont. Good news is all traffic volume. After that, still slow from Girard Avenue to the Vine. Westbound side of 76 sluggish from University Avenue to the Vine. Then generally slow from the Roosevelt Boulevard out to the Conshohocken Curve. Turnpike eastbound busy with volume approaching Mid-County. After that, opens up approaching Fort Washington. 422 west, just your normal rush hour delays tying you up from 202 out to Bath Oaks. Checking out New Jersey, no problems going into the Garden State over the Delaware River bridges. 42 south sluggish from the Wall Whitman Bridge to 295. And then still busy on 295 south approaching Route 73 to 42. With all volume, mass transit on its close schedule. I'm Justin Drawback in the Smart Financial 24-hour traffic center.
Let Pico recycle your old fridge or freezer and receive a $75 rebate. Learn more at pico.com/recycling. Pico, the future is on.
When posting on most job sites, you get candidates. I'm the sales director
I'm the sales director you're looking for.
But when you post on Indeed.com, you get the candidates just right for you.
I'm a sales director with an MBA, over 10 years experience, who's also fluent in Japanese.
With Indeed, you can add screener questions for a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates.
Arigato.
Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
So rain develops tonight. You could see a thunderstorm in the mix. The lowest will be to warmer tomorrow. Rain and thunder deeper through the afternoon with a high of 78. Fine humid for Wednesday. Sun and clouds. Strong thunderstorm late in the day. Night 85. Partly sunny, cooler for Thursday. Less humid, high 72. And then Friday you're greeted with morning rain and increasing sunshine. All the time. This is the Delaware Valley News Authority. Now heard on the internet exclusively with the radio.com app. Download it today to listen anytime, anywhere. Good evening to you. I'm Michelle Durham. Shara Day Howard at the editor's desk. The News Authority turned out that today's meeting between White House Chief of Staff John Kelly and Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein was a regularly scheduled one. Much speculation, though, about Rosenstein's termination, especially after he indicated he expected to be fired. The president plans to sit down with Rosenstein on Thursday in the switch of Wall Street to sponsor by crash-proof retirement. Guaranteed principal protection with the potential double-digit interest returns every year. Visit crashproofretirement.com to register for their next event. The Dow closing down 181 points today. Nasdaq closing up 6. S&P 500 closing down 10. News at 546. Time for Philadelphia Sports with Matt Leo.
This sports report is sponsored by SEPTA. Don't just tap your SEPTA key, flash it for money-saving perks. Learn more at iseptaphilly.com/perks. Today, Eagles head coach Doug Peterson took a look back at yesterday's hard-fought win over the Indianapolis Colts. KYW's Ed Benkin has more.
Several backups played key roles in the Eagles' win over the Colts, and head coach Doug Peterson talked about how he keeps his reserves ready during the week.
You just keep preparing these guys each week, and same way on defense. You know, you're getting the young guys in there to play, and that's the only way they can get better, because a lot of times, you know, practice reps is all they get.
One of the backups Peterson singled out was running back Wendell Smallwood, who filled in with 56 yards and a go-ahead touchdown in the absence of Jay Ajayi and Darren Sproles. With the Eagles, I'm Ed Benkin, KYW News Radio.
Peterson says wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey still has yet to be cleared for contact, and he added that he expects to know more about the injury to safety Rodney McLeod by Wednesday. Next up for the Eagles, they will visit Tennessee on Sunday. Week 3 of the NFL season wraps up tonight in Tampa. Buccaneers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Legendary Eagles wide receiver Tommy McDonald passed away today at the age of 84. McDonald spent 7 seasons with the Birds, was a key member of that 1960 NFL championship team. He caught 495 passes during his 12-year NFL career, including 84 touchdowns. Tommy McDonald was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1998. The 76ers were out on the court again today as training camp rolls on. KYW's John Johnson reports from Camden.
Well, day 3 of training camp in Camden brought new questions and answers. According to a league source, the Sixers had put in a call to the Timberwolves about swingman Jimmy Butler. I asked head coach Brett Brown if he or general manager Elton Brand will seek to add talent to the roster before the start of the season.
You always look at it to make the team better. And what I do think is Elton is going to be fantastic, and he's going to
Türkiye.
keep me in the loop. We talk all the time about you know, what's obviously going on in the market.
Reporting from Sixers headquarters in Camden, John Johnson, KYW News Radio.
The Phillies open a 4-game series in Colorado tonight after getting swept in Atlanta over the weekend. Phils have been eliminated from postseason contention. Zach Eflin will get the start on the mound tonight for the Phils. He's 11 at 7, 840 first pitch. And the Flyers host Boston tonight in preseason action. That's sports. I'm Matt Leon, KYW News Radio.
Matt, thank you. Up next on KYW News Radio. Funding for national parks, historic sites, and wildlife preserves may disappear at the end of the month.
The best conservation program no one has ever heard of.
Advocates want residents to call their Congress members. I'm Kim Globus. KYW News Time, 5:40 now.
CBS Tonight, it's the beginning of the end. It's official. Be there for the start of Big Ben's final season. No. It's the biggest season in Bang's history.
You do testing this morning.
Not testing.
I'll have to take your word for it. There's no test for testing.
Followed by the season premiere of Young Sheldon.
CBS Magnum Monday is finally here. Where there's trouble in paradise, there's only one name you need to know. Magnum?
Magnum.
Magnum PI.
Time to go. Welcome to the party.
The Magnum PI series premiere and full season back. I'm a new man. The season premiere of Full on a new day and time after the season premieres of The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon and the series premiere of Magnum PI. CBS Tonight.
Tonight, starting at 8 on CBS 3. Then stay tuned for Eyewitness News at 11.
When working at a growing business, you wear many hats. The new business hat, the buying toner for the coffee machine hat, the sifting through tons of resumes hat. You can throw away that last hat thanks to Indeed.com. When posting your job, Indeed lets you add screener questions that give you a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates. So go ahead, dust off that extra long lunch hat. Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job with Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
Coming up in Spring Garden, 66, getting down to 62 this rain tonight. In the KYW News Radio 24-hour traffic center. Southbound New Jersey, we have I-295 South Flow, Route 30, the 42 freeway, here at the one. Conservationists and wildlife advocates pledging to save a national fund that says protecting natural parks and recreation areas for over 50 years. It's become an emergency because funding runs out in days. We hear from KYW's Kim Globe. The Land and Water Conservation Fund was put in place in 1965. It's funded by royalties from offshore oil drillers, and funding expires September 30th. Ed Perry, the Pennsylvania Outreach Coordinator for the National Wildlife Federation, says the fund was designed to preserve and enhance outdoor recreation facilities.
It's puzzling to me why every single municipality is not calling their local congressman and asking them why they are not permanently authorized in this program, because there's no taxpayer money in this.
Local parks that benefit include the Independence National Park, Valley Forge, and the John Hines National Wildlife Refuge. Kim Globus, KYW News Radio. KYW News Time 562, the Heart and Vascular Institute at Einstein Healthcare Network brings us traffic and transit on the tube.
All right, Major Arteries first, sponsored by Einstein Heart and Vascular Institute of Matters of the Heart. Trust Einstein. Let's start off on 476, the Blue Route. Thanks to an update from a tipster that police escort was heading north on 476. It's tying up traffic a little bit between 95 and the approach of Route 1 at the moment. And all the on-ramps are opened through 476, so once that escort does get by. South outside of 476 is generally slow with typical rush hour volumes from Villanova St. David's down to the approach of 95. 95 looks better now northbound in Delaware County, just a little bit sluggish from the Delaware line up to the Commodore Barry Bridge, and a little slow headed north over the Girard Point Bridge. Southbound 95 sluggish, approaching the Betsy Ross Bridge at Girard Avenue. And then again, Delaware County, Ridley Park to the Bluebird extra slow, but overall 95 looking pretty good for the middle of rush hour. Schuylkill Expressway eastbound slow from 202 all the way to Belmont, sluggish from Montgomery Drive to Divine. On the westbound side, just your normal volume from South Street to Divine, and then between the Boulevard to Belmont Avenue, just bumper-to-bumper traffic. Turnpike eastbound, a little bit slow approaching Mid-County. The westbound Pike in great shape. 422 west, a little bit slow at times. From 202 out to past Oaks, again for middle rush hour, pretty good shape. No major problems on all the Delaware River bridges in the Garden State. 295 southbound, generally slow from Route 73 to 42. Normal rush hour volume. Rolling through Cherry Hill on Route 3870, no major tie-ups. 42 south sluggish for Walt Whitman Bridge 295. Now in Delaware, Route 1 southbound still jammed solid. from 95 all the way down to just south of Tybout's Corner for Route 71. That's due to a crash. Mass transit on a close to schedule. I'm Justin Drobick in the Trumark Financial 24-hour traffic center.
At Moss Rehab, we're dedicated to being pioneers of patient care, robotics, and research. For 25 years, we have ranked as one of the nation's top hospitals by U.S. News and World Report. Proof that dedication is instilled in our legacy. Moss Rehab, challenge accepted.
Rain developing busy at thunderstorms
Pow,
tonight, low 62.
pow, Alexei,
Warmer
yes.
tomorrow, rain and thunder tapering through the afternoon with a high of 78 at 66 right now. Humidity organizations in Kensington getting a $5 million boost from the country's biggest bank. Here's Commissioner Beauty and Bush.
The grant from J.P. Morgan Chase is designed to spark positive growth in the troubled neighborhood.
Affordable housing, work skills, entrepreneurs of color, all these things, if you do right, lift up communities.
CEO Jamie Dimon says the bank's also committed to opening 50